Woo. Okay. Looks like everything's working. So there's that. It's good. Don't have to turn off my Wi-Fi. Happy Friday. Hi, Cassie. Good morning, Denise. Hi, Julie. Good morning, Rachel. Uh-huh. Yep. Good morning, Caress. I know we're a little early this morning. Thanks for hanging with me. I've got to get on the road to Connecticut again. This is like the last thing I'm doing, and then I am just staying here in my house forever. I feel like this has been the holiday season that just will not end. And there's been some fun things for sure, but school starts Monday, you know. Hi Valerie, good morning Ricky. Good morning, good morning. How's everybody doing? How was your week and how is this new moon in Capricorn treating you? I feel like it's been pretty wild over here. Oh, good. I can't wait to see you. Hi, Christine. Hi, Anna. I need to have you over here. Maybe I can, as I'm like, I'm not doing anything ever again. April's totally new thing. Maybe I can have like a little cocktail party or something and have all your besties over. Hi, Maya. Good morning, Katie. Sinusy. It celebrated my 1 year. Oh, that's right. It was the yesterday on 111. Happy anniversary, Ricky. Um, I'm sort of getting myself, I feel like I shouldn't say that, but I'm kind of getting myself back together. It's been a very spinny week for me. Um, and in ways that I haven't spun in a while. Like I always got some bullshit going on, but that's just my personality. But like I've felt very destabilized in like what I'm doing like here and like just generally speaking. And I do often change my business model. Like that's not different, but it's just been really spinny about like not knowing what I'm doing and I don't like that feeling. But you know, what advice would I give myself? Just calm the fuck down. But it's been interesting. And I can feel myself like kind of edging out of that now. So we'll see, hopefully. But how are you feeling? Let's do a quick energy check and then we'll get to the cards. 1 to 10, how's your energy today? With like one, not feeling like yourself at all, not feeling like all your parts are present, and with 10, feeling like you're very in, very locked in. Good morning, Freddie. Good morning, Amber. Very spinny and not grounded at all. This Capricorn season isn't Capricorning. Right, I know. That's kind of been the trend with all of the astrological seasons here lately, right? We've got some pretty high numbers though. We've got 9, 9.5, 8, 8, 3, 9. Katie's like, I'm feeling like I'm in another dimension, but in an amazing way. Yeah, that feels great. You stay over there. 6-ish. Okay. 7 ain't bad. 8, powerful yet aggressive. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Sounds interesting. Sounds like a mix, a heady mix. Okay. Send some of that over here, Claudia. Good morning, Jean. Woo. Well, it'll be interesting to see what the cards have to say this morning. I'm going to give you three things, and they're going to be three different hot drinks this morning. And you decide which one feels most like the hot drink you would like today. The first one is a London Fog, which, if you don't know, is a Earl Grey tea latte. So, London Fog. The second one is just a cup of coffee. And the third one is chamomile tea. So, London Fog, cup of coffee, like however you take it, or chamomile tea. What are we feeling this morning? London Fog, coffee, or chamomile tea? I need a coffee, but feel chamomile tea. See, yeah, that's the thing. I'm drinking coffee because it's that time. Tell me when you're ready for London Fog. Good morning, Janelle. I just remembered my dream last night. I had a dream that my dog had puppies. It wasn't any of the dogs I have now. It was like maybe a dog I used to have when I was a kid, but my dog had puppies. And there was like five of these fluffy black and white puppies. And I remember they were mixed with, oh my gosh, was it like a German Shepherd and like some doodle of some kind? But they were like little floppy black and white things. They were so cute. And I was so happy to take care of these puppies. That's what I remember the most about the dream. Like they were a lot of work, and I was just like trying teaching them how to go potty and like just picking them up and bringing them places, and I was just so happy to do it. I don't know. That's interesting. Okay. Anyway, London Fog, coffee or chamomile tea. This is your London Fog. We've got butterfly, the deer, and the earth fairy. Ooh, well, this one's all about your body, um, my London Fog friends. This is about your body, your physical health. And it's like this, it's asking you a question. Can you treat your body gently with kindness, um, tenderness, right? With the kind of care that you would give somebody else's body, right? Like when you would, if one of your dearest friends is like having a day and it's like, oh, I just feel like I'm so this and I'm so that, and you're like, no, like what can I do to make you feel better? How can I hold this space for you? Can you do that for yourself right now with your body? Because your body is going through something, right? It's going through some sort of a it's a realignment, and it could manifest as you looking different. It really could, and I think we've talked about this. A lot of us have felt that um, we do look different than we used to, right? But for you right now, you're going through like another iteration of this, and you can feel a little bit wonky in your body and a little bit like all your parts aren't matching up, and just that feeling of being like pulled apart in a way. And this one is telling you, can you really hold that space for whatever's happening for you with kindness and like gentleness, and not attacking the body, because oftentimes when our bodies do things we don't like, we like charge, right? Like we like, how do we fix this? What do I take? What do I do? How do I whip this vessel back into shape? And the vessel is saying, I am pretty sentient. I have feelings and would like to be treated kindly and gently, and will respond much better to that way of connecting with it than attacking it for not doing or being what you want. Even though January, the collective tells you that you need to be moving faster, working out more, doing all the things, chances are your body is not really feeling that. It's feeling very hibernating. And that's because it's for those of us here in this hemisphere, it's the dead of winter, right? So just being kind to your body is what it is. Because at the end of all of this is a beauty card. Your vessel um, is uniquely beautiful. And again, another question: can you hold that for yourself? That your body and your physical presence is uniquely beautiful, and can you lean into that? So that is your London fog. The next one, hi Christine, is we have London fog, coffee, and chamomile tea. And if you miss London fog, it's okay. You can find it when I sign off. It'll be on my IG or on YouTube. Claudia, you ready? Claudia, I didn't even ask. This next one is going to be coffee. Okay. Tell me when you're ready, everybody else. Mm, all right. Here we go. Truth, communication, lady of the lake. It's fine. It's fine. Do I even really need to say anything to you about it? It's fine. Okay, communication, truth, and Lady of the Lake. So whenever Lady of the Lake comes up, this is even more about boundaries than the cat. This is like real serious boundaries, okay? These are the kind of boundaries that you have when you respect yourself so much that the mere concept of having anybody in your field that does not respect you is like, no, no, you know what I'm saying? So there's that. So she's here. Here she is. And part of this energy, right, is this dedication to speaking your truth. But we have to kind of break that down a little because speaking your truth is another one of those um I don't know. It's one of those phrases much like manifesting and 3D and 5D, like one of these concepts that can really get conflated and can be used to gaslight people, right? I know I've been gaslight with the whole speak your truth because it's like, well, you always tell me that you need to be able to fully express what you're trying to say and express your emotions. And that's all I'm doing. I'm just expressing my emotion. I'm speaking my truth. And if speaking my truth hurts your feelings, like, I'm very sorry that they're hurt, but you know what I'm saying? Like, "Ah!" So, not that. Don't do that. Speaking your truth has nothing to do with being right in an argument. It has nothing to do with making another person see things the way that you see them, right? It's about your own inner alignment. Sometimes you don't need to say anything, but that is the truth, right? Sometimes speaking your truth is walking away, is removing your body from the actual situation, right? But this particular coffee pull this morning is asking you, have you finally reached the place of healing within yourself where you can say how you actually feel about something, without apologizing for having that feeling and also without using or weaponizing your feelings. You know what I'm saying? So it's really kicking it up a notch in this space of self respect and clear communication. Again, we have to look at motive and intention. What is your motive? What is your intention for being a person who speaks their truth? Is it to manipulate people into agreeing with you? Or is it so that when you wake up in the morning, you feel very comfortable in your own energy and you don't have fear about what someone else might say or think about you because you know that you've shown up authentically every single time? This is going to be so important. It always is important, but it's if you've ever said to yourself, like, why do I keep attracting people like XYZ when I want to attract people who like see me and get me? Why is it so hard to feel seen? Why is it so hard to be in relationships that feel reciprocal? It's because you're not putting out a clear signal, right? You can't ask for something while giving out an energy signature for something completely different, right? So if you continue to attract people who do not respect you, then we look here and say, do I not yet respect myself? Right? Because the moment that somebody shows you that they do not respect you, what's your reaction? Is your reaction to say, oh, what's wrong with me? Or is your reaction to say, oof, that's some shit behavior. Get it right or get on out of here. Right? And it's not that you don't take responsibility for things that you've done at all. That's not what this is. But it's what is your boundary and how clear are you on those? And are you willing to move out of spaces where you are no longer seen or respected in order to make space for new energy to come in that may actually be aligned with how you feel about yourself, right? Because that's kind of what life is. However you feel about yourself truly, right, is going to be reflected in what is around you. It just kind of is that way. It's a special magic thing, right? So if I'm walking around and feeling very good about myself and very confident in who I am and just really loving on me, there's no space for anybody in my circle that doesn't feel that way too, right? Like, that would be weird. Vice versa, if I think that I'm kind of shitty and I'm not good at anything and I'm tired all the time, I'm going to attract people to me that will affirm that. So, you know, there it is. That's your coffee for this morning. Good morning, Rosa. Hi, Rachel. Mrs. Shenanigans. All right, last one is going to be chamomile tea. Do we think that it is going to be soothing and calming? We shall see. Did that resonate for my coffee friends? I know a lot of you chose coffee this morning, which wasn't a trick. I know coffee is always quite popular, but it's just the beverage that popped up. Spicy chamomile. Did that shut your mouth up? Oh, God. Hmm. All right, we'll see how chamomile is. I have no idea how it's going to be. I rarely do. Okay, tell me when you're ready. This is going to be your chamomile tea. Close, Janelle. Close. All right, so we have got the hawk, love, and fire fairy. Someone here on TikTok with a handle with just like eyes is like, you people are like kids. And I think that that might be meant as a criticism, but I'm actually taking that as a very high compliment because it means that we're playing. We are unbothered by your bullshit and your judgments, and we're just being present and having fun. So, thank you, googly eyes. All right, so this is your chamomile tea, Fire Fairy, Love, and the Hawk. Good morning, Jen. So, in the first one, we talked about the self love, right? Like, the body, loving on yourself, and all that. This is kind of taking from that and then taking from Lady of the Lake with like the deep self-respect. This is love within yourself. This message today, I feel like if you've taken nothing else away from Coffee and Magic this morning, it's going to be that everything is an inside job. And if you are jumping outside of yourself, thinking that you're going to change things in a fundamental way in your life without first doing this, it isn't going to work. It might work for a minute, right? You might be able to create some changes that look physically different in your life, right? But eventually, everything is going to come right back in as it was because you haven't changed the structure within your own self, right? You haven't changed any of those programs. You still have that, whatever that original feeling is that attracted all the other things to you in the first place. So it's all an inside job. This is all about loving yourself. And it's not like mushy gushy loving yourself. It's literally like, I am really important to me. And my experience here on this planet is important to me. And unlearning that centering your experience is selfish and wrong and what you shouldn't be doing. Because the truth of the matter is, if you center your own experience and love yourself, people around you are going to feel much, much better. Not the people who have been sucking off your energy, right? That sounds terrible the way that I phrased it, but you know what I mean, right? I mean, maybe maybe that's how it's phrased, but not the people who have been feeding off of you. They're going to hate it. But people who are solid in their own energy, right? Like they're going to love that. It's going to really be aligned. It's going to feel great. It's all about that right now. We also have the hawk and the fire fairy, and the hawk is number 11. And yesterday was pretty big day for the numbers, right? And this, for some of you, is just a signy sign, right? Some of you asked, who did this? Somebody, maybe more than one person, last night before you went to sleep, asked for a sign today about something. And if so, here's your sign for that today. Hawks are good for that. They love it, right? Now you also have the fire fairy. And when fire fairy comes up, that's like creative energy, right? It's like that creative fire, just like whoo, whoo, whoo. Just remember, it is January here, and it is very normal that you don't feel like you know what to do yet. But as you lean in to truly like enjoying your own company, loving yourself, centering your experience, that fire is starting to come back. Do you feel it? It's just like vroom, vroom, vroom. And you're not sure, right, where that's going to lead you. And that's okay because it is really up for grabs at this point. Like, what an adventure you're about to have. And I think that's kind of how life is going to be from now on. What an adventure we're about to have. Because at the end of the day, if you are rooted here in that space and you, again, are loving on yourself, caring for yourself, and centering your experience, your feelings, you have those really healthy boundaries. You have people around you who are also doing that work for themselves so they can actually show up for you when you need them and vice versa. Like, it's all good. You're just going to have adventures. You don't have to worry so much about, is this the right thing for me to do right now? Is this the path? Is it all going to be okay? You're going to stop feeling that way. It's not going to feel so stressy and like spinny, right? Because you know that no matter what you choose to do, this you is going to show up in that space and it's going to be awesome. And at the very least, you're going to have an adventure. And just also a reminder that you are always allowed to change your mind. You can say, I'm going to do this, and you can start doing it, and it could stop feeling aligned for you, and you can say, you know what? I thought this was good for me, but I'm not feeling aligned with it now. So I'm going to step out. I'm going to take a break or I'm done. You're allowed to do that at any point in time. You may not allow yourself to do it, but you know what I'm saying? All right. Well, my friends, that's your coffee magic for this Friday. Sorry, it's a quickie, but I got to go. I hope you have a really wonderful weekend. I'm sending you lots and lots of love. I do have some changes that are going to be happening coming down the road. School for me starts next week. And like I said, I've been having all kinds of meltdowns this week about everything. And I think I've finally landed on what that means for me. So, announcements next week. Next week's not going to change much for you guys. It actually might be more fun for you. But I will be talking to you more about that next week, not right now. Okay. I love you. Have a great weekend. Mwah, mwah. Talk soon.